Well, this was a request, so I have to do it. Brother, brother, there's too many of you dying. Mother, 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 there's too many of you crying.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to yet another episode of the JHJ Radio Hour right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX 89.9, 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, www.wdvx.com. Going to let everybody know that spring's coming and we're going again May 21st through the 24th. We'll announce a full lineup here pretty soon. We're going to have some old favorites and we're going to have a lot of new people. Jammin' at Hippie Jacks is a musical, camping, fine art, crafts, great food adventure in a beautiful environment on the Cumberland Plateau. And it is designed to do one thing. This funds our outreach. Between the festival and the benefits, we are able to outreach for 12 months out of the year to the marginalized people that survived the closing of the coal mines up on the mountain in the 70s. We also outreach to veterans throughout Middle Tennessee with winter items. And of course, we're going to do our benefit this spring for the Genesis House and collect a lot of items for the battered women's shelter, the only one in a 5-county district. So if you'd like to get on board, want to know more about what we're doing through music, www.jammin'athippyjacks.com. I'm going to play you some boys that will be at the festival. We have 2 stages at the festival. One of them is the Sundown stage, and the other is the far more intimate and very cool, wonderful listening room, the Outlaw Gospel Music Sanctuary. I'm going to start out today with some Greg Horne, who's been with me every single show. This is Greg Horne doing Ragdoll and my personal favorite, Road to Metamora.
My name is Annie, my eyes are buttons, my hair is yarn. I got more stitches than a farmer's breeches and a calico dress to keep me warm. I am not fragile, I am just a rag doll, and what I am used to suit you to a T. I'm not a new one of lace and china, I'm just a rag doll, don't you worry about me. Corner under the laundry behind the door. I have been smiling so you will see me and pick me up in your arms once more. I am not fragile, I'm just a rag doll, and what I am used to suit you to a T. I'm not a new one of lace and china, I'm just a rag doll, don't you worry about me. I'm just just a rag doll. Don't you worry about me. It's funny, I consider that a kind of optimism, but that shows what my idea of optimism is.
Yeah, we got like 7 more. All right, 7 more. 7 more songs.
You know I can only count to 4. That's the secret of my math skills. Song I have to do here. It's about a place that feels and looks a lot like this, but is in Indiana. It's a place called Metamora, Indiana. Lovely little canal town. They built a canal to really get a jump on shipping stuff from the canal, or the road goes from Indianapolis to Cincinnati, and the canal is along part of it. It was a really forward-thinking thing. Ship stuff from the farm communities down to Cincinnati. And then right after they built the canal, they built the railroad through right next to it, the canal, and rendered it useless. So it became a moot canal.
Saving that for years.
That's my favorite thing. This song is not about that at all. He wore a gray flannel hat when he went to town, down the hill and across the canal, to buy the Cincinnati paper and a packet of tobacco. Walking home in the twilight, sitting in a rocker by the window. Falls on Metamora. November settles down on fields and fence posts. Oh, November, I can't remember how it was before you. Our only boy is gone, he hears her saying. He hasn't worked the farm at all since then. The girls have gone to school or gotten married. All their children are like dandelions, scattered by the wind. Evening falls on Metamora. November settles down on fields and fence posts. Oh, November, I can't remember how it was before hair is faded blonde with wisps of silver corn silk. She only takes it down in the flicker of the lamplight. Crimson, gold, and umber flames rustle in the shadows like the leaves he sees from the rocker by the window.
That was Greg Horne finishing up the first part of the show today with Road to Metamora. You're listening to the Jammin' at Hippie Jacks Radio Hour right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX 89.9, 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, like Johnny Neal, www.wdvx.com. Jammin' at Hippie Jacks going again this May 21st through the 24th. Everything we do is to the benefit of others. 4 days of great music, great food, great fun, great camping, great arts and crafts. Come shop your heart out. I'm telling you, it's a great cause, and it all goes to fund our outreach, which is 12 months out of the year. And we serve the mountain people, the marginalized mountain people that were left behind by the coal mines years ago. We serve the Battered Women Shelter in Cookeville, Tennessee, serving a 5-county district, and we serve veterans throughout Middle Tennessee, collected $16,750 of new winter items for them last year. For more information, if you'd like to be part of the solution, www.jammin'athippieJacks.com. This is Greg Horne. One more time, Greg Horne, my buddy Greg Horne. He's only been mad at me once. He's going to start out the second part of the show with I Liked You Better, and then On the Banks of the Tennessee. I love that gospel music.
All right. Here's my big hit. This has been played at least once on 3 different radio stations. All in the same town. This is called I Liked You Better When You Made Me Look Good. All that happens is I sing I Liked You Better, and then you sing I Liked You Better. And you'll know.
Did you write this about Jay?
No, but it fits, don't it? That's my dance step. I learned that from Doug Kershaw. They used to call us the Wolf and Red Riding Hood. We were the tonkinest honkies in the neighborhood. How many times did I carry you home? Turn around a minute and find you gone. And then you tumble through the door about 3:15 with a kiss like hot cough drops and Vaseline. Say there's only 3 ways to call it a night. That's pass out, make out, or get in a fight. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. All right, I'm making room in the bus for all y'all. Some of you have to ride on top. All my buddies said, well, how can you stand it? All my buddies said, you made out like a bandit. I used to know this song. But seriously, dude, how can you stand it? She's 10 pounds of trouble in a 5-pound bag. Is that the part about Jake? Hey, when I see all I want, I don't look at the tag. So I never saw it coming when you turned it around, took your internet money and moved downtown. Now you're teaching Bible study to the troubled teens and deleting my messages from your machine. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I'll play me one. I'm sitting on my sofa with my cartoons on, and I'm working on my list of pros and cons. I got 1 from column A and 2 from column B, and if I work it all out, I get my egg rolls for free. And then I flip through the mail, find the letter you sent saying, sir, I'm sorry, I'm raising your rent. P.S. Sugar, do you know what you are? You're a capital L-O-S-E-R. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I liked you better. I liked you better when you made me look good. I liked you better. I liked you so much better when you made me look good. Y'all.
All right, y'all want one more? We're gonna make it play one. He's gonna play another.
You gonna play with it?
No. It's too complicated. But I am gonna record this song someday. I just don't know the words.
He makes me play this song and he keeps threatening to learn it. And I keep waiting. It hadn't happened yet.
It's a good one.
There's a path that winds through the brush and trees to a place down by the shore, worn down by 1,000 passing feet from 100 years or more. When the morning breaks and the shadows recede, hear the voices raising the river key, singing songs of Jordan and Calvary on the banks of the Tennessee. We remember the dove that descended there in that land so far away. We think that the miracle should but we see them every day. And we are struck by the hand that would do us harm. We are tested by our hope and the false alarm. We are healed and sustained in loving arms on the banks of Tennessee. One morning I remember a strange young man, and he walked at the end of a line. He waded in till the water came up to his waist, and his face turned to the sky. And he spoke in the tongues of the foreign land, with the words that were read by the fiery hand, singing, love is the Savior's one command on the banks of the Tennessee. Singing, love is the Savior's one command on the banks of the Tennessee. Thank you so much.
That was Greg Horne finishing up his portion of the show with On the Banks of the Tennessee. You're listening to the Jammin' at JHJ Radio Hour right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX 89.9 and 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, www.wtvx.com. Jammin' at JHJ going again May 21st through the 24th. I'm telling you, it just flies by. Another 4-day festival, great camping, great music, great food. Man, the food is good. I look forward to all the stuff we have every year. And we're going to expand our fine art crafts shopping area. I know people love to shop, so come on out for the day. Come on out for the weekend for more information about how you can be part of it. The entire profit of everything we make on this goes to support our outreach and help us down the road for the 12 months that we serve the marginalized mountain people, the battered women's shelter, and the veterans throughout Middle Tennessee. For more information, www.jammin'athippyjacks.com. You can be part of the solution if you want. All right, here's a guy that's been mad at me more than once. You know, you don't really love somebody till you want to kill them at least 3 times, and I'm deeply in love with Jay Clark, have been since the day I met him. This is Jay Clark doing Going Home, and then a really cool song about his grandpa's town, the coal mining town, Wheatcroft. Jay Clark.
My name's Jay Clark. This is Mr. Greg Horne. Everybody go ahead and give it up for him. He ain't the best looking guy in the world, but he can play guitar, man. So, yeah.
Do what you have to do.
Well, I think I'll head to Knoxville to see some friends of mine. And we're gonna spend the night on the mountain and drink some more moonshine. spinning and my knees get weak, I'll let the song of the whippoorwill sing me to sleep. And I'm going home. I can't wait to get back home. Will I wake up the next morning to start the day anew? And I can't wait to see the mountaintops pierce the southern blue. Will I let the wood thirst in the rain see me through the day? Maybe lay out on a mountain ball like a blue tick in the shade. And I'm going home. I can't wait to get back home. Bluegrass picking when I get back to town. And we're gonna sing a mountain harmonies and pass the jar around. Well, we might eat some moonshine trays and smile a great big smile. Seemed like forever I haven't been home in a while. And I'm going home. I can't wait to get back home. And I'm going home. I can't wait to get back home. Well, my daddy's dead. He used to work down in the mines. Never saw the light of day, at least not most of the time. A wife at home and 2 hungry mouths to feed. Sunday was his day off and he'd prop up his feet and sit on the front porch and listen to that whistle blow. Hear the wheels screech across the rail as they haul off the coal from that town where he was born and raised. I'd sure like to seen him, Lord, before they hauled it all away. My dad, he got out of that town. He went off to college instead of going down in the ground. Became a preacher man. He gripped the gospel soul, and he told me stories about going to the corner store, sitting on the front porch, listening to that whistle blow. Hear the wheels screech across the rail as they haul off the coal from that town where he was born and raised. I'd sure like to see it, Lord, before they hauled it all away. My dad and Papa passed on. About once a year I go and visit my daddy's childhood home. The miners' diner's closed and the mines have all shut down, but there's still a little white house out on the edge of town, where I can sit on a front porch and listen to that whistle blow. Hear the wheels screech across the rail as they haul off the coal from that town where they were born and raised. I'd sure like to sing it before they hauled it all away.
That was Jay Clark finishing up the first part of his portion of the show today with Wheatcroft. You're listening to the Jammin' and Hippie Radio Hour right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX, 89.9, 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, www.wdvx.com. Jammin' and Hippie going again this spring. I'm telling you, time passes and then you're having fun, right? We are having a 4-day festival to fund our outreach that serves the marginalized mountain people in the long closed coal mining community above us, all the survivors that have hung on and hung on. We're serving the Genesis House in Cookville, a battered women's shelter, and we're serving veterans throughout Middle Tennessee, collecting winter items. We did $16,750 for outreach Operation Stand Down in Nashville last year. All winter items, all new things. To find out how to be more involved, be part of the solution, www.jamminandhippiejax.com. Let's do a little more Jay Clark. He just happens to have Greg Horne on stage with him in the Outlaw Gospel Music Sanctuary. These are tunes that haven't been heard anywhere yet. We recorded them last year in the sanctuary. This is Jay Clark doing High on the Mountain, and then Redbird. See, Jay, I got the name right.
Thank you very much.
Damn it, Jay, I'm already crying.
Good. Man, I did my job, man. You're supposed to laugh, you're supposed to cry, and if you don't, then the songwriter ain't worth a damn. All right.
Just my eyes are hot, Mama.
I climbed a mountain with Martin Luther King. He showed me things I'd never seen. We stood on a mountain top and saw the promised land. And as we stood there, hand in hand, we sang, we shall overcome someday. I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain, 'cause Lord knows I love get high. I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain. This I was headed to the bye-bye, to that mountain in the sky, the sweet bye-bye. Up on a ridge, sitting close to a flame, under a fire and a bottle, it helped to warm my veins. And then out of the firs came a scrawny, skinny man. He had a cigarette in his mouth and a guitar in his hand. He sang, "This land is your land, this land is mine." I never wanted to leave the top of the mountain, 'cause Lord knows I love to get high. I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain, unless I was headed to the bye-bye, to that mountain in the sky, on a sweet bye-bye. Horne, everybody. Well, I watch the sun fall from a rock outcrop. The moon slowly rose and a valley filled with fog. And then I heard a commotion on the trail down below. Carbide lights were coming up the mountain, and they were lit by Mother Jones, singing, "Which side are you on, boys? Which side are you on?" I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain. Lord knows I love to get high. I never wanted to leave the top of a mountain, unless I was headed to the bye-bye, to that mountain in the sky, the sweet bye-bye. And this is real happy, by the way. There's a red bird outside my window. He's fighting with his reflection. He keeps banging his head against the glass, frustrated, with her rejection. You know, sometimes I kind of feel for that little red bird. And there's a skeleton in my closet. Her bones rattle from time to time. And I swear sometimes I hear her laughing. She's playing tricks on my mind. So I tell myself she's just an old bag of bones. There's a heart resting on my sleeve. It sits there most of the time. Bleeding emotions and honesty, they get sung line by line. You know, me and that redbird, we ain't much different at all. 'Cause he's got a song to sing that echoes the songs of spring, and he don't wanna be alone. But no one's listening to his soul. You know, me and that redbird, we ain't much different at all. 'Cause I keep banging my head, singing a song. No one's listening to my soul. No one's listening to my song. Oh, oh. Thank you.
That was Jay Clark finishing up the second portion of his show today with Redbird. You're listening to the Jammin' at JHJ Radio Hour. Right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX 89.9, 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, www.wdvx.com. Jammin' in Hippie Jacks, I wouldn't say right around the corner, but we can see it from here, May 21st through the 24th. All our music events are designed to facilitate our outreach events. Jammin' at Hippie Jacks, serving marginalized mountain people, serving absolutely wonderful Genesis House for battered women, 5 county areas, the only one. The bigger and bigger and bigger benefit every year for the veterans throughout Middle Tennessee. We collected $16,750 worth of brand new winter items for them last year. It's a miracle. For more information about what we're doing, how to find out about what we're doing, and to learn about how you can be a part of what we're doing, www.jammin'athippyjacks.com. Well, let's finish up today with some more Jay, with Greg right there with him. If you schedule them at the same time, they play together and you get a twofer. This is Jay Clark doing Masterpiece, which is a song he wrote with Greg Horne, and Seeds of Love about his grandmother, Jay Clark.
bind us together and make us who we are. A group of kindred spirits gathered underneath the stars. And with every dancing flame and every bottle that is past, we pray that these memories would last. And in southern Appalachia, and that's a place that we call home. From the Carolina Blue Ridge to the Cumberland Plateau, where the cool, clear waters, along with the heads of time, sculpted out a masterpiece that binds. I got it now, baby. These trails together, we got high on the ball, baptized in her creeks and skinny dip beneath her falls. But we've been showered by the colors that fall with autumn's breeze, and gazed up at the sunrise through the hoarfrost in the trees. And in southern Appalachia, that's a place that we call home. From the Carolina Blue Ridge to the Cumberland Plateau, where the cool, clear waters sit along with the hands of time, and sculpted out a masterpiece that binds. I got one more chance. That's where I wanna be, whether by God, West Virginia, or my home in Tennessee. Well, it's my place of refuge, it's holy ground that I trod. It's where I go to touch a hand of God. And in southern Appalachia, that's a place that we call home. From the Carolina Blue Ridge to the Cumberland Plateau, where the cool, clear waters, yeah, along with the hands of time, sculpted out a masterpiece of binds. Who put that miner in there? Greg helped me write that one, by the way. So anytime Greg's involved in a song, it has more than 3 chords, and I get lost. 3 chords and the truth. That's my motto.
I regret everything about that.
I can remember as a small boy going to my grandmother's and granddad's, too young to drive that old tractor in the field, so I worked his grandmother's garden hand. And we sang old-time gospel hymns while she worked, and I spend most of my time just playing in the dirt. And I can see her now with that smile on her face, looking down at me and singing Amazing Grace. Amazing grace. How sweet the sound, and she planted seeds of love down in that fertile ground. As I walk over on this West Kentucky farm, things are different now, it seems. The fields are fallow and the gardens all grown up. The crops replaced now with weeds. And as I stand where that garden used to be, I close my eyes and I feel the country breeze, and I can see her now with that smile on her face, looking down at me and singing Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound, and she planted seeds of love down in that fertile ground. She tended that garden, and she did reap what she did sow. And she's looking down upon it, and her seeds of love still grow. And I can see her now, with that smile on her face, 'cause she's living in Amazing Grace. Amazing Grace. How sweet the sound, and she planted seeds of love down in that fertile ground. And she planted seeds of love down in that fertile ground.
That was beautiful.
Thank y'all. Where's Steve at? How we doing on time? What time you got there, Steve?
Thanks for listening today. That was Jay Clark finishing up the show with Seeds of Love. You've been listening to the Jammin' at Hippie Jack's Radio Hour right here on East Tennessee's own WDVX 89.9, 102.9 on your FM radio dial. And for those of you outside of listening range, www.wdvx.com. Jammin' at Hippie Jack's, trying to serve the community as best we can, trying to broaden it out a little bit. All our music events are designed to facilitate our outreach events. It's a pretty simple deal. If you come, you get 4 days of great music, great food, great fun, great shopping. We're going to expand our fine art craft area this year, and after all is said and done, people will be helped. People will be served by your attendance. So keep that in mind for more information about how to get tickets and where to stay, where you camp, what you can do, how late you can stay up, whether you can bring Aunt Millie. Yes, www.jammin'athippyjacks.com. And believe me, we want to be part of the solution. We want you to be part of the solution. It's the absolute key to a positive existence to be part of the solution. I know you will. Good night, everybody.
What's going